Spyderco Carribbean. It's a knife in their Salt series, which used to be dominated strictly pretty much with just H1 rustproof steel. And since Spyderco has added the LC200N, which I don't really have a ton of experience with, everybody's saying has got better edge retention, especially in the plain edge. You know, it bumps it up towards maybe lower than S30V, right around VG10. This is a compression lock knife designed by Sal Glesser. The mat pricing is $169. And the whole idea of this blade is to give the compression lock platform, you know, with a large leaf-shaped blade, to somebody, you know, looking for a rust-proof knife. The liners are LC200N. The clip is titanium. I haven't quite found the answer of what these screws are, if they're just stainless or they're LC200N. It does have a ceramic detent ball. And they've done some cool things with this blade. If we could see inside there, you could see they skeletonized the liners. What they did when they milled the inside of the G10, they have the G10 perfectly flush with the, you know, the metal liners. So no food or gunk or anything that can rust or corrode or, you know, stink up can get caught in those liners. So it's perfectly flush when you rinse this thing out. There's nothing to grab, you know, the excess material. A lot of thought process goes in. Everybody goes, oh, why is the knife worth $160? Well, one, the materials, the design, but the execution of what you're getting. It's also a favorite knife for a lot of people that don't like choils. If you like a PM2, but you hate the choil, you know, this is an option for a lot of guys that prefer the blade, like the Tenacious, that comes all the way, you know, the plunge grind comes all the way to the front of the scale, or almost to the pivot. Perfect ergonomics. Just a very well designed blade. It reminds me of a folding mule. I mean, not exactly, but you know, I have a big hand. It fits perfect. You know, naturally you grab it. There's only really one place to grab it because there is no choil. So, you know, the hammer grip and the saber grip. The scales are, I don't know how to put it, but people love them or you hate them. Doesn't bother me at all. There is a cool texture on here. It's hard to get in the video. They are raised. And what's nice about this black piece right here is the pocket clip sits right on that. So it's a smooth spot to go in and out of your pants. You know, there's nothing to grab it there. There is a couple different, there's a sheep's foot version, and there's also the serrated options of this blade. If you've never had a Taiwan-made compression lock, they are different. The detent, you know, the action's different. The detent is, you can't shake it out, but it's 50% lighter than, you know, say a compression lock from Golden. I mean, it comes out very easy. So you could slow roll, you know, finger flick. It's just a lot easier to come out. It's that fine line where it's pretty much perfect, but it is hard to get back in like this because there is no detent to grab it. Perfectly centered, workmanship's right on point. So if you love the compression lock, you're looking for a rust-proof knife for marine environments, or like I talked about before, where you have corrosive sweat, or you don't want to worry about taking care of anything, you just throw it in your toolbox or your bag. This is a great option. And just a very well-made, well-designed blade, by Spyderco. So, size comparison, this is the Tenacious and the PM2. You could see very similar size, but it is going to have more blade area because there is no choil. The Spyderco Carribbean plain edge with LC200N.